a 15-minute core strengthening yoga practice for us. We're going to do 2 different variations starting out on our back, which is a little less impact for the shoulders and wrists. So one option is to stay with that variation, or we'll build up into a downward facing dog plank variation. So we'll start out on our backs. Feet planted on the floor, taking a couple nice deep breaths here. You might even place your hands on your belly and feel that expansion. And then knitting yourself up, finding that connection of the spine to the mat, drawing the knees to a 90-degree angle. The arms can stay by your side, pressing into the mat, or the arms can lift up. So we're going to start out by lengthening the right leg, and then switching, lengthening the left leg. So again, arms can be at your side, they can be straight out or straight up, or even overhead, your choice. So we're going to move through this 10 times here. Finding your breath. You can flex or point the feet, whatever feels good for you. And then once you've reached 10, curling the legs in, rolling out the low back. Take a pause. And when you're ready, bringing your arms down to your side again, knees at 90 degrees. This time we're going to lengthen both legs. So you can either be at about a 45-degree angle here, or for a little less intensity, the feet can be pointing more towards the ceiling, your choice. So we're going to take a lateral movement this time, taking the right leg out to the side and back through center. Left leg to the side and back through center. So find the angle of leg that works for you. You can always back off partway through, so go ahead and challenge yourself. And use your breath. Halfway here. Last set. And returning the legs to center, drawing those knees in, give yourself a hug, roll it out. Moving into bicycles. So again, starting out, knees at 90 degrees. This time, arms come behind the head, bending at the elbows. Use those fingertips as a cradle. Allow your head to melt back into the cradle of your hands. So you can even nod your head side to side just to be sure that you're not straining, holding up your neck with your neck muscles. You're using your arms for that. So for bicycle, we're going to start out by inhaling, rising up a couple inches. Exhale, rotating over to the left, right leg extends, bringing that right elbow to left knee. And then releasing back to center. Drop it down, and then inhale back up. Exhale, rotating the opposite direction. Inhale back through center. Exhale, release. Inhale, returning. All right, so we've got this. Got a few more here. Nice and slow and controlled. Nice job. Releasing, rising back up, crossing over. One more each side. Last one here. And go ahead and release, grab the knees. All right, nice job. So you can pause the video here, rewind, and repeat that first sequence if you like. Or if you want to take it up another level, continue on with me. We're going to gently roll ourselves up and come into our downward facing dog. So heels do not need to be touching the earth. You can have a slight bend in your knees if your hamstrings are tight. I'm taking a moment here to settle into your down dog. So those same 3 movements we did on our back, we're going to do similarly in this down dog position. Starting out by lifting up that right leg and then drawing the knee in, shifting the weight up over the shoulders. So you're in a plank here, and that right knee is drawing in. Exhale to release, shifting back to down dog. Switching sides, left leg floats up, shifting the weight forward, draw that left knee in. And now we're going to stay in plank, and we're simply going to walk the knees up. So it's kind of like mountain climbers. But slow and controlled, moving with our breath. Nice job, keep it coming. Almost there. And go ahead, release, let the knees come down, push back into child's pose. Rising back up to table. And then tucking the toes, sending the hips back to down dog. Second movement here. We'll be going laterally again. So shifting that weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Finding a nice strong plank. We're simply going to step the right foot and tap it just outside your yoga mat. And then the left. So side to side here. If you really want to spike it up, you can jump both at the same time. Or you can stay with the toe taps. Nice job. Keep using your breath. And go ahead, release. The knees can go wide this time. Shifting the weight back, child's pose. Filling your belly with your breath. rising back up. Tabletop, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, final movement here. These are our bicycles in down dog position. So we're going to shift that weight forward into our high plank once again, and this time taking the opposite knee to elbow, so bending at the right knee and crossing it over to tap that left elbow. Returning to plank, switching sides. Nice job. Three more each side, you've got this. And go ahead, release, child's pose. Ah, big sigh. Walking the fingertips over to the left. And then walking the fingertips over to the right. And a nice stretch in that side body. And then bringing the fingertips back forward. You can rise up from the tail, leaving the arms extended, tucking the toes, and come into a puppy pose here. So the tail goes up towards the ceiling, the arms reach forward. You get a nice stretch in the underarm, the lats. Your forehead might touch the mat. And then using the strength of your arms, your hands, walk yourself back up. Find a comfortable seat. So we built a little heat there. I'm going to share with you a short reflection that I feel is both pertinent to the situation with COVID right now, as well as these spring days. This is from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. It's a day book with little reflections, quotes for each day of the calendar year. And this is called The Courage of the Seed. All the buried seeds crack open in the dark the instant they surrender to a process they cannot see. What a powerful lesson is the beginning of spring. All around us, everything small and buried surrenders to a process that none of the buried parts can see. And this innate surrender allows everything edible and fragrant to break ground into a life of light that we call spring. In nature, we are quietly given countless models of how to give ourselves over to what appears dark and hopeless, but which ultimately is an awakening that is beyond all imagining. This moving through the dark into blossom is the threshold to divine. As a seed buried in the earth cannot imagine itself as an orchid or hyacinth, neither can a heart packed with hurt imagine itself loved or at peace. The courage of the seed is that once cracking, it cracks all the way. And so, dear friends, may you have courage. May this springtime awakening inspire and warm your heart and spirit. Thank you for your time. Namaste.